I was making so much money with DoorDash. I wanted to earn money in my free time, but
Hello, y'all. What's up, y'all? What's going on? Yeah. I'm back up early in the morning because I told y'all, you know what I'm talking about, I was going to be back. All right. Now, shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I'm glad that everybody came in. All right. I want to splash a little tea. Well, this ain't, you know what I'm talking about? It's like this lady right here, y'all. Some told me to click on this video, Trey Gang, you know what I'm talking about? Because, you know what I'm saying, I was thinking about something, you know what I'm talking about? I was finna go live on some more other content till I seen this video. And shout out to this YouTuber right here that expressed her feeling. And you know what I'm talking about? Cause it's a big picture. I mean, like, I want y'all to listen to the video cause I had to share it. You know what I'm talking about? Cause everything that was like going on in the room with Irene Vive, you see what I'm saying? Moniva Vive, you know what I'm saying? All the people vibe at the party. You see what I'm saying? We got common sense and we know what we seen. Cause keep this in mind, we all from the same, you know what I'm saying? The same, like y'all from, like you got people from Chicago, North, East, West, South. It's the same thing like in every hood. You know what I'm talking about? It's like it's the same thing in every neighborhood. So it ain't no jaw dropping like, ooh, I never knew this, you know, stuff like that. But shout out to this lady, cause when you see the live videos and you know what I'm saying, and everything we seen on the footage, we got to understand it about the autopsy reports, all that, right? Now I want to play this video right here, cause she basically finna explain like what's really going on in the room, cause I feel the same way. You see what I'm saying? I feel the same way with what happened in the room. In the room. Monifa artist should be ashamed of herself, man. To be honest with you, Irene too. All them, Bree, all them, they should be ashamed of themselves. You see what I'm saying? Cause if, think about this, y'all. We ain't got no other choice but to think like this. If Kenneka was going to Irene party, she picked up Bree and Monifa. Shamaya was at the house with her. We always seen Shamaya with with Kenneka when they be going live and stuff. You see what I'm saying? So Monifa wasn't even invited. For some strange reason, think about that part. If Irene said she wasn't invited, that means she didn't want her to be in there. So If they was saying off the top, that mean she either knew Monifa was with the bullshit. So, if it wasn't no setup, what would it be? Cause I just can't see it no other way. If that party wasn't even no setup from the start, why did it pay with somebody's life then? I'm just saying. I never went to a party with a group of folks and then leave without the people that I came with. So we know it was a setup, and I'm gonna play this later video, cause keep this in mind. Keep this in mind. We only going by. Y'all remember when I told y'all about the autopsy? I broke it down, you know what I'm saying, and got the timeline on there, right? Okay, remember in the police report, the police even asking the suspects, did you witness any sexual assault going on? They were like, no, it wasn't nothing like that, because everybody from the same block and we all get along type stuff, right? So even the police even had search warrant for these suspects on sexual assault and gang crimes and aggravated battery, you know, gun charges and everything. So listen to this lady, and I just want to put that on y'all mind.
I'm going to just say this for the people that's, you know, they kind of moved or their heart feels some type of way because of seeing the video of the mom, you know, speaking on what she went through and what happened at the hotel when she went there. Now, y'all know me, I use my common sense. Now, when we talking about businesses and shit like that, let's just use our common sense. You got some young adults and some teenagers having a party at this particular hotel. So at the point where they want to pretend like she missing and they can't find her or whatever, and the mom come to the hotel and she want to just have them start reviewing surveillance cameras and bothering their guests, business is not going to do that. So of course you can't explain that to a mother that's in panic, that's looking for their child. So that's not something I would even say to the mother, but to y'all, just common sense. Business is going to look out for business. So when you got a business like that, that's a large hotel that employ lots of people, that their current revenue is in the building, meaning their consumers, their customers are currently in rooms, unless you got like solid proof that something has happened, you're not going to get those workers, that hotel manager, nobody there, to fucking in any way, shape, or form fuck with their guests or go knocking on doors and stuff. So when they went around the hotel, knocking on doors and proceeding to look for her themselves, you was not finna get this hotel to agree to that. You just weren't. Because to them, it was some teens and some young adults that was partying, that was just bullshitting around, and she'll turn up. It's how the business is looking at it. You're not gonna fuck with our money. Somebody looking for no young black girl. That just...
Now y'all see that? Now she made, look at the date on her, y'all. Watch this. Check this out. This real facts. I'm gonna cut the chat off. She made this, they said Lord Dorsey went live September the 12th, 2017. Kenneka Jenkins, right? Shout out to this content creator that uploaded this video. Now watch this. Everything that man, it's been 4 years now, right, y'all? Finna go on 5. This before the conspiracy theories killed the Kenneka Jenkins case with the body doubles and the theories and all this. Watch how this finna all make sense when she said the hotel, they ain't finna let Miss Teresa fuck up their money. And France K said they just received a large donation. Now you understand the greed of money, and for the love of money, they willing to go cover it up because of the money, right? Why did though?
Ain't finna happen. So of course I get, using my common sense, why they treated her that way when it first went on. I do, my personal opinion from the shit I watched and the shit I've heard, and I could break it down to y'all, and some of y'all may agree, some of y'all may disagree, but y'all know I got plenty of sense. The girl was dead before she got in the freezer. Somebody put her in the freezer. These are facts.
See that? Now look. Remember when I broke the autopsy down, right? And we know she really wasn't breathing. Facts. Like she said, right? Because no freon poisoning and none of that. Watch this.
Fuck what nobody get on here and say. I don't give a fuck what the little kids and the little young adults saying in Chicago. A bitch didn't get in that freezer on they fucking own. When you watching the video of the girl Irene with the glasses on, the hat on the jean jacket with the little orange cut hair in the bob, clearly I know from, and like I've heard other people speak on it on the internet as well, I have a leadership demeanor. So when you watching groups of people and little cliques with these young adults and these young kids, you can tell who running shit and who ain't. You can tell who talk with a sternness in their voice and who like, girl, bye, sit down, and y'all need to stop and turn that on and go over here and give me that and hold on, I just got the joint type shit. You can tell who running shit and who followers. You can tell who leaders and who followers. For us, that's parents that pay attention to these young kids and shit. You can tell who running shit. Now, the girl Irene in the video, she got a kid. So this somebody that done been fucking, a child that came out by her pussy and all of that. So clearly she been around the block a couple times. So I could tell from the video, just me, the type of person I am, Irene ain't just no little bystander in the room that just, oh, I didn't know anything that was going on and I don't understand where Kenneka is and I don't know, that ain't going down. Her or the one with the little messed up ponytail who didn't comb my hair that night, her neither. Her demeanor is a little bit more subtle than Irene, but bitch, you know what the fuck's going on. And you can hear all kind of stuff in the background. You can hear somebody saying, my shit turning red. You can hear somebody coaching the girl through fucking, you got to relax. This what you got to do to relax, and trying to get a bitch to drink and smoke. You can hear a person saying, I'm not drunk. You can hear all the shit going on in the room. Listen. There's those in that little clique of girls with them dudes that knew what the fuck going on, and there's those that want to be cool and just hang out and fit in with what the fuck was going on. So it'll come out, like ain't nobody got to keep circulating around online. It will come out because the police will eventually keep questioning, or they're young-minded. They will stay on social media so much to the point where they look conscious to get to them, and they'll start singing. We see it happen all the time in the hood. Eventually, time will tell, whether it happen this week, next week, sometime this month or next month. Some of them little motherfuckers gonna talk and they gonna tell exactly what's going on. And the girl was dead before she got in the freezer. And you best believe she was fucked before she was dead. Who on?
See that? Right? Now think about that. Think about that. You see what I'm saying, y'all? Even the evidence showed everything. Well, we went over the autopsy, y'all. So remember, the cameras is outside on the elevators by the room. Monifa said, enjoy yourself. Look at Kenneka slurred like, I am enjoying myself. Then you got people in the background, my shit turning red. What would be turning red? I don't understand that part. Let's make it make sense. Y'all don't think Kenneka was already assaulted before she got to the pool area or the freezer? Drop it in my comments. Do y'all think she was already sexually assaulted before she roamed the halls? All right.
Yeah, Tina, what you say, the story is creepy. For me, it ain't creepy because I come from the South and I come from nothing. I come from a city in an area where shit be going on all the time. And for areas like Chicago and shit where it be a lot of violence and shit, running a train on a little girl is not abnormal. It's not something to go, it's not. That's why for those of us that have young girls, you have to talk to and teach your girls about this stuff. And you have to teach them about personality differences in leaders and followers. You have to know when your child is a follower or what your child will go to, the extent they will go to fit in. You have to watch these little young hustlers, the little girls like Irene and Monifa, however you say her name, the ones that go around and pretty much do whatever to get a little money in their pocket to show out for online. It goes on all the fucking time. It's not anything new. And if you're an active parent and you in your kid's life all the way up and through until they about 25, because really that's when you should continue to parent your kids well past 18. Because really, they minds ain't fully developed and settled from that leadership and following shit until they around 25 to they mid-20s, late 20s. Who on here, Rodney? What you say? I totally agree. Tiffany, what you say? One of them tried to kill her. Listen, it's some videos that they taken that belong to other completely different situations and trying to make it about this girl, Kenneka. Bottom line is, the shit gonna come out on exactly what happened. They sat in that room, coached them little girls, because it's a few of them that's leaders, and there was a few in there that's followers. And if you pay attention, if you somebody like me that use your common sense, you can tell one of the girls, they in the room coaching one or two of them through how to fuck multiple niggas. You can hear the girl saying, "Ooh, it's big. Ooh, my shit turning red." At one point, you hear the girl say, "You got to keep my head up," because I guess the dude pushing her head down. It's all kind of shit going on. But you best believe it'll come out, because with these young people nowadays, they so smart till they fucking dumb. So eventually one of them go talk and tell, because a crime can't go down with multiple people seeing what happened without one of the motherfuckers talking. Those are just facts. So nobody ain't got to tell the motherfuckers to come forward. It will come out. They was dumb enough to be in there doing that shit while on live on Facebook. Dominic, what you say, all over $200?
See that? Look. Right? Now, everything what she just said, go back to Irene post, the page that Monifa made, and try to put it off all on Irene. Was like, yeah, I was familiar with the hotel and stuff like that. And keep this in mind about the $200, right? Parking lot. That's an investigation, right? When you think $200, think about the parking lot, right? We seen all the creepy activity that was going on. See what I'm saying? Is y'all thinking everything what she's saying? We just went over the autopsy report, right? So this is perfect timing to rule our suspects and come up with a motive. We just went to school yesterday, y'all. Oh, y'all thought it was over with? You see what I'm saying? We still on detective work. Let me show you how this shit go. From what we just heard, and from what we learned yesterday all through the week, you know what I'm saying, about the body, you know, the temperature, the freezer, the pool, the hair, the struggle, you know what I'm saying, how Rosemont covered it up and stuff like that. So when you go back to the room and follow, you know what I'm saying, the friends posts, because you got to keep all the receipts. Never throw away receipts. Keep them. Because they'll come into play like this.
There's more money than that involved. It's if you go back, because it's too much to explain in this one video I'm doing. But if you actually go back and pay attention, you can notice a lot of shit. But just some of the key stuff that people overlook. Like, for one, when you hear the mom telling the story about what happened when she got to the hotel or whatever, of course I told y'all my common sense on that. But when it gets to the point where the other girls call the mama and say, "Hey, we don't know where she at, blah, blah, blah," they got her keys in her phone. Now, y'all know damn well, anybody under the age of like 27, bitch, we don't go nowhere without our phone. We don't go eat motherfucking places. The only thing we will probably do without bothering our phone is fuck. Cause a bitch got their phone in the bathroom, a bitch got their phone in the kitchen when they cooking, a bitch got a phone when they eating, a bitch got their phone when they in the mirror, a bitch got their phone 24/7. Really, anybody under 27, and these are facts that really ain't got nothing to do with the video. These are facts. Nobody under 27 nowadays going around without their phone. Bitch, if I'm leaving the room, my phone leaving with me. Even when I'm drunk. Even when I'm fucking drunk. You could also tell in the video, there's like the girl Irene that you could tell she been smoking, but then you can watch some of the other girls drinking their little drinks, you can tell they ain't drinkers. They're not used to that. The turn up they doing, the little shit they doing is fake. The one girl with the little fucked up ponytail, you could tell her demeanor when she get up and take the phone in the bathroom by herself, how she trying to act like she having a good time, she stopping and do all this in the camera shit and dance a little bit, but you can clearly tell for people that have paid attention to psychology and you can read people's demeanors, you can clearly tell it's some other shit on the front of her mind that got her kind of like, you know, worried or focused on, but she's trying to play that shit off. Caprita, what you say? I need you to do another video.
So think about this. Is that probably one of the main reasons why they even took the phone in the first place? Because you got to ask yourself when you do an investigation, why would she would even have her phone? Like what she just said. Monifa didn't even have her phone. So what was Monifa doing for Irene to have her phone? To probably to go do something. Then you hear the peer pressure, girl, enjoy yourself. Then in the paperwork, enroll, I got the paperwork right, and I'm gonna flash the paperwork. And Rosemont investigated, that's when they came up with the search warrant, sexual battery, aggravated assault, you know what I'm talking about. Now listen to this.
Talk to these girls. Listen, really, honestly, the message behind me even speaking on the shit, because y'all know me. I really could get deep with the whole part about them putting her in the freezer and shit, too, because a bitch put her in there. And a part of a hotel that's having construction done, ain't no motherfuckers going down that way unless you got some malicious or ill intent. And of course, the hotel is not just going to turn over footage to you just because you a grieving parent. They not going to do that. Why would they risk their business? You worry about your one little black dead child. Them people worried about their millions or billions they probably making off this hotel a fucking year. You want them to go around knocking on doors, asking people, did they see something? They not gonna do that.
See that? And look what we seen on the footage. Look how they treated Miss Teresa. If she made this on the 12th, right, and we ain't got the footage yet. This was on September the 12th when she made this live, right? Now when you go back to the footage, look how the staff, look what happened with the calls about the noise complaint Miss Teresa causing and all this, trying to get them out the hotel. Y'all see that? Remember Kenneka watch. When they say 9-10, remember the paperwork when they was already snapping pictures in the kitchen. Snapping the body. Right? Why Miss Teresa up there looking for them and they trying to kick them out at the same time? Because it's about the money. Man. Watch this.
Not. That shit gonna come out through them girls and them boys in that hotel room coming out and telling some shit. And that ain't them boys' first rodeo. And that girl Irene and the one with the little messed up ponytail who keeps talking about that's her best friend, it ain't her first rodeo neither with the hotel room shit and fucking and running the train and getting a little money for that shit either. The shit goes on all the time. So what do this teach us? For those of us who the shit come to us as a shock, you need to be talking to your daughters and your kids about shit like this. If you know your child a follower, you need to start pointing out to them stuff in poor leaders. Because there's a lot of leaders. There's bad leaders and there's fucking good leaders. And those of us that have leadership characteristics, we can lead a bitch to hell and we can lead a bitch to something positive. It's all on what a bitch chooses to follow us into doing. Wait, what you say the girl with the glasses wanted to cry? Period. And see, this is the thing about stuff like that. When you deal in situations where it's like multiple dudes and they, at that age, young girls know they really can't, do shit to stop these niggas from doing what they gonna do. You hear one boy in the video say, man, I'm out here. Like, when you have niggas that's possibly involved.
You see that? Now look. And then when she said, you heard niggas that talking about, I'm out here. We heard that, right? Then we heard Killer say, no, bruh. One time out. Come on, y'all. Now we ruling suspects in. Okay, we got Monifa as a suspect at this point. Irene is a suspect at this point. Right? And any male voice that was heard in the room is a suspect, because Crown Plaza got suspect. I'm going to show y'all in the report. Please don't forget this. Please don't forget this, right? Because I'm going to show you the paperwork. And I'm going to show you what Rosemont, when they said, Rosemont got it in black and white, said on the recording of the live. Y'all know the screenshot, like how we be screenshotting the Irene live and looking in the glasses. Rosemont did the same thing too and got the screenshot. At the same time when the audio was said, they in there raping her. And we about to murder her. It's in the paperwork. Keep that in mind. In the Irene live, you heard this. Cause Rosemont enhanced the audio. We about to murder her. We gonna rape her. That's what it said. Now listen to this. Remember the cameras that's outside the room. When they come, like when Kenneka get rid of her phone, just say they had Kenneka go somewhere and the staff made her have sex with her on the low. Nobody don't know that part. Cause remember Cassidy called, he got caught in the act, something like that. Is y'all listening and paying attention now? So in our mindset, we listen to this, but keep the ninth flow in mind before she come up, you know what I'm saying, when she come up missing. And think about the footage. Right?
All the gangs and shit and the violence that go on in Chicago. Once you a young female like that, once you get in a hotel room, it really ain't no backing out. It really ain't no coming up out that shit. You got the ones that'll just lay down and go with the flow, so they're not technically raped, so to speak, violently. And then you got the ones that just don't know no better, like you could tell the Kenneka girl didn't, and you get your ass raped and murdered. But what y'all gotta start doing is talking to y'all children about what really be going on in the world. Because the shit out here is not unicorns and rainbows. And everything can't be a fucking shock to everybody. Everybody can't be hollering, oh Lord, every time some shit like this go on. See, I'm from the hood. So shit like this happen, I peep and look at the signs and I use it as a learning experience to teach my girls and to help them pay attention. But anybody with some sense that read people like I do, you can tell in them videos and shit who the leaders is and who not. And you can tell who influenced, but you can also tell, regardless of how much of a leader or not a leader you are, when you're in situations like that where a motherfucker can physically intimidate you or fuck you up, or you can tell this ain't their first rodeo, or you can tell they ain't nothing for a nigga to just grab a bitch by their throat and throw them on the bed and stick that dick off in them. When you in situations like...
You see that? Grab them by the throat. Now, if it wasn't rape involved, look, it's a detective when you go in the freezer. If you believe this was a sexual assault case, you gotta think rape. And what most rape victims do? Strangle their victim and grab them by the throat. Come on, y'all. And then look, go back and look at the pictures of her leaning against the wall. So the police said, oh, flip her and turn her on the side. And lay her down, because they're going to go with, yeah, she went and walked in and laid down in the freezer. But if you look at that photo as a detective. Go to this. Go back to the photos when you first thought of suspicion. Like, what's wrong with this? Why she so laying up against the wall like that? Why Kenneka look like she trying to grab her neck like it was something around her neck, and then her other hand kind of balled up? You know what I'm talking about? Like she trying to she could have hold her attacker or had a weapon in it, got a hold of something. We don't know. Is y'all see what I'm saying? We thinking like a detective now. They didn't show the neck in the photos. They didn't show the neck in the photos. They kept it covered up from the freezer all the way to the casket. So you tell me, now we got to think a suspect that did it and also had the power to cover this up now. Okay, you did the crime, but who had the time to cover it up? Right? All right, let's play the footage.
Yeah, you probably won't open your mouth. You probably won't say nothing. You probably will sit there with your phone and just bop back and forth and go with the flow like you ain't got no problem with it. For your ass to be murdered. What you say, Irene did not want to cry? She was on some pills. Listen, it was definitely drugs involved. But that's another learning experience for some of y'all to talk to y'all kids, because nowadays you can get a bitch intoxicated and pretty much do anything to them. And damn near get away with it when you able to tell them that they was intoxicated. Just like the hotel people was telling the mama, your daughter was drunk, your daughter was this, your daughter was that, because that's the first thing people think of as a way to be able to tell you that bitch was asking for that shit. Or
now look, that's why they said it's an accident, and that's why they made sure they said she was drinking at the party and she took a drug to permate. Cause they couldn't they couldn't fabricate no other drug in there. You see what I'm saying? So that's how they use social media to use that against us, just because they was at the party drunk. You know what I'm saying? It's really your child's fault. They shouldn't have drugs in the first place. You know what I'm talking about? Is y'all catching on how the way they use their social media powers to use that against us? Listen again.
what you say, Irene did not want to cry? She was on some pills. Listen, it was definitely drugs involved. But that's another learning experience for some of y'all to talk to y'all kids, because nowadays you can get a bitch intoxicated and pretty much do anything to them. And damn near get away with it when you able to tell them that they was intoxicated. Just like the hotel people was telling the mama, your daughter was drunk, your daughter was this, your daughter was that, because that's the first thing people think of as a way to be able to tell you that bitch was asking for that shit, or some shit probably was gonna happen, or she probably just drunk somewhere, or she probably stumbled in the freezer and laid down and just died from the freezer being too cold. The girl was dead before she got in the freezer. A bitch put her ass in there. Tasha, what you say, they killed her? The friend worked there. She had the inside information. Listen, see, this is what I'm saying. The girl working there really is irrelevant up until the point where this is how they get in these hotel rooms, and this ain't the first time.
You see that? Check that out. Well, y'all remember when I was getting the same question, like, well, we heard Monifa worked at the hotel. We heard Irene at the hotel. When I say we don't know, we can't prove it. So really, that's irrelevant right now until we figure out, you know what I'm talking about? So we ain't gonna make no big argument about where they said Irene worked at the hotel. That's irrelevant right now. We finna stick with the facts on how they got the room. Remember in the police report, they showed you the girl and the twin that booked the room on the credit card fraud. The twin is gay. So it would mean that if he gay, he got some kind of connection with the trans that was at the front desk with the pink shirt on. Right? She stood there. She, you know what I'm saying? And Miss Teresa went to the 11th floor and they said they bumped into the translator on the 11th floor. Right? Now look how all these receipts coming together. He had to have some kind of connection with the trans for her to be at the front desk. That's why Irene said, you know a little too much. You remember what she said in Zach TV? Man, that translated like she knew too much. And that's the same translator with keeping her eyes on Miss Teresa. Y'all see what I'm talking about? Thumb me up if we make it. Let me see what's going on. Come on. No. Wait a minute. Not today. Not today, Jack. Yeah, y'all finna share this right now. You know what I'm talking about? It make perfect sense when you add the whole investigation. Keep this in mind. That's why YouTubers know how to come up with the content about Jalen Ford. That's irrelevant. See what I'm saying? They knew it was some dealing with the Rainbow Gang. You know what I'm talking about? That's why you had YouTubers say, oh, let's come up with the Jalen Ford. You know what I'm saying? To say Jalen Ford was really Irene. You know what I'm talking about? And it confused that, right? Because it finna get your mind up off, you know what I'm talking about, the facts in the case. That's where you get the theories come in at, right? So everything that we was on, they had a story for us in the theory mode. You did what, y'all, if I'm making sense. But let me play the video.
They doing shit like that. Then the girl lied to her mama because she told the mama she was going bowling or some other shit. The mama didn't find out that she was actually going to a hotel party until after they said they got her phone and keys and we can't find her. You need to come down here and help or however
So
they conveyed it to the
look.
mama. See, this is the thing. That's
So about the bowling lane. Remember in the beginning, it was her cousin which said we supposed to went to the bowling lane. Y'all remember that live? What's that lady name? Jamie Wright or something like, yeah, we supposed to go bowling that night. I don't know how the fuck they end up at the hotel. You know what I'm saying? Kenneka supposed to went to the bowling lane with her cousin, right? Remember that in the beginning? Thumb me up. I told y'all I'm finna, boy, this tea finna get hot now, ain't it? The tea finna get hot, ain't it? Ooh, and remember, Straight Drop had the same content with telling everybody that in the beginning too. And we found out later on he was on the footage, right? Oh, y'all see how we just went in the freezer, did our investigation. I told y'all, I said, look, right now we just gonna look in the freezer and look at the evidence and what it showed, and we gonna go back to the room and then we gonna remember everything. Everything. What? And now look what content we got now, y'all. Pie, y'all. Back to the beginning, but the truth is revealed. See that? Watch this game.
experience in itself. But then also, the girl working at the hotel room come into play when it comes to that whole little area where the freezer at and the hotel construction and shit. Because I'm pretty sure it's gonna come out. She probably was the one, if it wasn't one of them niggas that just snooped around and found that little area they sell.
Hold on. Remember Little Meat worked at the hotel And it was verified that he friends with these people. So that's how the area was pretty known. There's probably, I wouldn't even be surprised there was little meat guiding her in the hallway to his co-workers. It would make sense that you, little meat guy Kenneka, walking down the hallway, go in the kitchen, then you got red shirt in there, you know what I'm saying? Then that's your partner. Next time you know, he the last one seen going, what? Pie Jack. And probably why the police was like, yeah, what was you at? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I was on the 9th floor, cleaning out rooms. That's what he said in the police report. Little meat worked on the 9th floor. That night, he bumped into a red-haired girl. It's in the statements. See that? Now you see how I connect little meat, the red shirt, right? Uh-oh.
It probably was the one that told him, put our body over here. They got construction over here. They probably won't find her over here.
So think about this. If little meat work in housekeeping, it would explain why they can get through restricted area. Cause he housekeeping. That's who probably had the card. The key cards. Uh-oh. Man, this tea so hot, man. I'm sitting up here I'm in the freezer right now, looking at the freezer photo, and I'm thinking about the bruises. So, when I think about the bruise, I'm like, well, I got to go back into the room. Since there's no cameras in the room, we only got 2 lives in the room, right? So I got to rely on Irene live, Scoop Gang live, and TY live. Cause keep this in mind, Scoop Gang got live videos before Irene live. Remember that part. They show CC in the room. Did y'all forget about Scoop Gang video? So everything this lady's saying, we got to go back to the video, and I'm gonna show that to y'all in a minute. Why did?
Didn't expect that girl mama to come down there and create such a scene and stand outside that hotel that whole time. Cause see, they told her ass to go file a missing persons report. Who on here, Dominique? What'd you say? She was dead prior to the freeze. Of course, child, we know that. See, then what you say? You can hear the dead girl say, I'm not drunk. Exactly. But of course, like I say, when there's young people, drugs and alcohol involved, that's always going to be the scenario that they're going to give y'all. So that's another thing y'all need to go talk to y'all children about. Alcohol and drugs and being at parties and shit, and reasons why it's best for you to just tell me where you're trying to go than to lie to me. Tell me what you say. Okay, which one was the girl that got killed? The one in the white shirt. Tell me, you got to go get filled in. Maggie, what you say 5 minutes in? The one with the white said, we got 2 girls. Listen, it's clear what was going on. Like I said at the beginning of this video, you could tell the...
Now, if it was on the 12, what she just said, listen closely. Listen closely, and I'm going to break it down.
You got to go get filled in. Maggie, what you say 5 minutes in? The one with the white said, we got 2 girls. Listen, it's clear what was going on.
Hold on, wait a minute. I ain't go back far enough.
Because that just snooped around and found that little area they sell. She probably was the one that told them, put our body over here. They got construction over here. They probably won't find her over here. They probably didn't expect that girl mama to come down there and create such a scene and stand outside that hotel that whole time. Because see, they told her ass to go file a missing persons report. Who on here? Dominique, what you say? She was dead prior to the feast. Of course, child, we know that. Tina, what you say? You can hear the dead girl say, I'm not drunk. Exactly. But of course, like I say, when there's young people, drugs and alcohol involved, that's always going to be the scenario that they're going to give y'all. So that's another thing y'all need to go talk to y'all children about. Alcohol and drugs and being at parties and shit, and reasons why it's best for you to just tell me where you're trying to go than to lie to me. Tell me what you say. Okay, which one was the girl that got killed? The one in the white shirt. Tell me, you got to go get filled in, Mac.
Y'all heard what she just said? Tell me, she was like, tell about the girl in the white shirt. Was one of the two girls, which one of the girls got killed? The girl in the white shirt? Right? And I got to stop this part and go when the news media interviewed Leonora, and she said, the news lady to Leonora asked Leonora a question, are you aware it's a video on Facebook that even said it was a girl, said she was Kenneka friend, and she had a knife in her hand and she had a white shirt on, right? I can go back to the video. Listen again. I'm gonna stop this video because I got to do that. Cause that's where you saw the video, Melanie Torres. You saw the video. You know what I'm talking about, right? And that's when Leonora was like, they said, she was like, yeah, I'm aware of that video, but in the room, since something had to happen in the room, we got to go back to Leonora video. We got to stop this video, y'all. Hold on, let me play it one more time so we can see.
You can hear the dead girl say, I'm not drunk. Exactly. But of course, like I say, when there's young people, drugs and alcohol involved, that's always going to be the scenario that they're going to give y'all. So that's another thing y'all need to go talk to y'all children about. Alcohol and drugs and being at parties and shit, and reasons why it's best for you to just tell me where you're trying to go than to lie to me. Tell me what you say. Okay, which one was the girl that got killed? The one in the white shirt. Tell me, you have to go get filled in, Maggie, what you say 5 minutes in? The one with the white said, we got two girls. Listen, it's clear what was going on. Like I said at the beginning of this video.
Y'all heard that? I'm finna stop this video. I got to go to, let me see, Kenneka, Jenkins, sister, hold on, talk to police. Is this it? We gotta go to this. Listen to everything what she said, but we finna get to that part about the white shirt, but you gotta listen to the whole video. Now go to the freezer, what we did, right? And I told y'all, I said, look, y'all, we gonna do our own autopsy report, right? We gonna do our own autopsy report, and we gonna do our own suspect. So now since we ain't ruled this no accident, we ruling the homicides. Now we on the hunt for the suspect. We got Shamaya, we got T.Y., everybody that's on the footage, that was seen on the footage, they all suspects. Watch this. Here we go.
Obvious marks on her or anything like that.
No, they didn't let us see her until they put her in the body bag. We didn't see none down here. We only saw her from neck on up. And her hair was all over her head. It looked like she was spiked. I asked her friends how was her hair was when she left out the hotel. They said her hair was flat iron straight down. And when I saw it, it looked like it was just all over her head.
Kenneka hair one flat iron and straight when she got off on the elevators. Let's see. Look, hold on.
I was making so much money with DoorDash. I wanted to earn money.
Let's look, gang. Y'all see that? Look. Y'all see in the beginning, what they say? 12, 13. Look at her hair. We ain't gonna pay attention to her on this part. We just want to see it on the elevator. I just want to see the hair on the elevators. I don't want to see the hair on this footage. I want to see the hair on the elevators. I'm not worrying about none what's going on right now. See that? 226 in the beginning, right? I want to see the elevators. And they didn't show it. That's the reason why I clicked on the elevators. Because once you know what's going on with the investigation, you couldn't show it like that in the beginning because you had to still edit it. Is this making sense now? But let's go to this. Where they gonna show you. Right? Hold on, where you at? Where you at, goddammit? Y'all see that? They skipped the elevator part. CBS. Right? Cause look what we just found out. Now I took y'all back in time. We living right back in the same time. Right? We living the same day again. Listen to her, what she just said, and then next time you know, they ain't released the footage yet, so we got to rely on the news. So when Leonora said, oh, how was her hair? You know, when they asked her, how was her hair? You know, and next time, you know, the news, forget that part. They just show y'all the route and stuff. Now let's go to this part. I want to see the hair. And y'all know, that's a surveillance camera right here. That little loop, that's a camera. That's why they got it on there. I want to see the hair on the elevators. Cut this off. Cut this off. Look how heavy this footage. Uh-oh, look. Ooh, look at the scene, y'all. Check this out. Remember the shadows on the wall. When they go in the kitchen right here. Boom! See how that is? Editing footage. Boom! That's when I caught that screenshot right here. See that? Remember I caught the screenshot in that window? Look at it in slow-mo. Let's blow it up in slow-mo, right? Because I got hip to the editing part, right? Boom! Y'all see that? Look. It's on the news media. They slipped up. Look. Watch the shadows. See that? No shadows. No shadows. Till she get to the wall. Boom. Look how many layers. When you do, look. If you see the quality of the flow, multiple layers. See how it's edited heavily on the flow because of the shadow. They got to come up with a shadow with the movement of the body. Look how the body look now. You see what I'm talking about? Hold on, y'all. See that? All right. Let's get to the hairdo. Here you go, y'all. See that? And there it go. Boom! Perfect. I stopped it in perfect timing. And let me screenshot it live, Rosemont. You see they got the clock blurred out on the wall. Screenshot this jack and let's blow it up live. You know what I'm talking about? Let's do this shit live, y'all. Let's do this live. Y'all see I'm doing live, no editing. You know what I'm talking about? Boom, right? Look, let me see. I know I got that John tilt, don't it? I don't know. Oh, here we go, y'all. Here go the screenshot. Y'all finna thumb me up right now. I'm finna edit this shit live right there. We just finna crop this scene out. I want this window shot right here, right? Ooh, let's build up a little more right up in there. Man, let me get up in there. Right there. Let me zoom it down, get a little more in that part. Get a little more. Right here. Uh-oh. Look like a male subject to me. Look like somebody Hispanic or white or something. You know what I'm talking about? You see the skin complexion? Look like a Caucasian, like a Mexican or something. You see the two eyes? Look at the hairdo. Right? What that look like, y'all? You see that? That's a whole man. Hold on, let me, you know what I'm saying? Let me go to the original photo. Let me go to the original photo, goddamn. You know what I'm about? Here go the original photo. Look like red shirt, don't it, y'all? Look at the body. Look how this look. I told y'all I'm taking y'all on another dimension. Cause do this look like the same dude that had the red shirt on that was mopping the floor? And when he got through mopping the floor, and I went live, y'all, when we watched him mop the floor dried. You swept, vacuum cleaned the floor, and mopped it. Soon when the floor dried, how was you able to pick up coins off the floor? I told y'all, I'm showing y'all this. That's why you got the red reflection in the window. When she walked by the bathroom, by the water fountain, caught that reflection, and we thought it was red jacket. Because I told y'all it was the red jacket, but it was the sucker in the goddamn kitchen jack. And it would make sense. Payal. Now look. Since we got that screenshot, right? Now we know how it's edited. That's why you see it's so dark right here in her chest area. Let me go to now I did that live, right? Look, this just to let you know, Trey Gang worked so hard that I looked at every frame on the footage. I mean, every second. That mean I press play, pause, press play, pause, press play, pause. Says it any something different in the frames, and it's a lot things missing in the frames. You got him. Look at the color. This the dead giveaway. You see how the back part right here, they tried to make it look like they tried to match the color of her jacket. Cause her jacket blue, right? But security uniform is white. So they had to go in the colors to match it with her. And you clearly see the outline of Kenneka right here. Look at the color, black, white right here. He was behind her. You see that? Look at, just imagine Kenneka. Y'all see this area part right here, all black. And look at the outline of the white trace going up the back. When they go up the back, look at the head part. Boom! Boom, Jack. Look at, I'm finna blow it up. Look, I gotta blow it up. Look, I told y'all them two different people. Nah, we don't need to rotate this job. You gotta get out of there. I'm finna crop this shit. Right here in this area. This is what we need, right here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And then I got that off the news media outlet, then y'all live. Cause I got the eyes to see this shit. That's how much I did the investigation. Think about the detective, right? We went back to the freezer. We see how the police did it. You try to cover it up. So as investigation, Trey Gang had to look into other things like let me see how CTV footage work. Let's see how can you edit CT footage, and let me see, can I watch some videos and school me on that? You know what I'm talking about? So I know the colors. I hope Romont seeing this. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, that's all that Kenneka get the thumbs up. All right. But let's see the hair on the head. Hold on, let's watch this again, y'all. Let's watch this again. Y'all see the edits now. Pole editing skills. Pole editing skill. Look all the layers on it. Like a tree stump. When you cut wood and you see the ridge, and look, y'all, here it go, y'all. That's why they got Kenneka head tilt to the side and he pop up on the screen and they morphing them together. Ooh-wee. And you got the snake. Mm-hmm. Hold on, y'all.
Here to show Kenneka roaming the hotel for more than an hour. Another camera stumbling in the kitchen.
No one from Crown Plaza Hotel responds to her.
Video time codes appear to show Kenneka roaming the hotel for more than an hour. First, Kenneka is walking with friends. There's a time gap, and then she's later seen by herself. At one point, she stumbles out of an elevator. Later, she repeated an hour. First, Kenneka is walking with friends. There's a time gap. And then she's later seen by
Look at all the editing.
herself.
Look at all the editing on the walls. Look, all the layers. When you cut a tree down, see that? That's their footage. When I tell y'all Trey Gang got them, I'm hitting them suckers so hard. Look. Look at all the layers. Why you think they there? Look how big she look on the footage. That's why people say, that ain't her. Cause she thick, she small. But look how many layers they tried to match it up. To make it fit like, you know, cause you gotta crop a lot of people out. You gotta work hard in this area where you see the layers at. Yeah, I'm watching the chat. See what I'm talking about? This your proof right here. And this was in the beginning.
At one
Look at her.
point, she stumbles out of an elevator.
Her hair ain't flat iron straight no more. Look at it. Where her hair flat iron straight at? Look at the background. Look at the shadow on the wall. When you edit videos, you gotta think about pixels, right? Why you think you got these big ass pixels in the wall? When you edit a video, when you zoom in, your video get pixelated, right? The more you zoom in, the more you will see square blocks on the video. Do you see square blocks? Editing. Edit it. Edit it. You see what I'm saying? Look. Look at the lines on the floor. I ain't talking about, look, I'm talking about these lines right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way to the wall. Look at the wall lining on the wall. It ain't even level. It go down, then go down here. Look at her hair on this side. Even the foot. Look at the foot. It's a lot of frame missing out of this. That was the trick question to ask Mr. Reese when the new media, the radio people, they said, tell her, there was your daughter on the footage. Yeah, that was my daughter. But why didn't they say, since that was your daughter, that's your daughter on that edited footage? That they crop everybody out? Yeah, that's her. That same footage right here that everybody cropped out on, yeah, that's her. I'm talking about the same footage. You got all these blocks. Look at the lighting. There's no way a shadow supposed to look like that. Look at all the blocks where they edited it. And look at the height level on the blocks. One block star from here. You see that? Go down. Y'all see this block? This long block right here. With small little Tetris block in the middle. See that? Look. Think about Tetris. The game Tetris. And look at the same symbols of it. Tetris. Look at these two back here on the wall. Tetris. Look at her leg. Where the rest of it at? You can't tell me you got this leg. Look. That means if this leg bigger than the other one, she got a fake special leg on in the boot. Poe editing skill and look at the hair. And let's go back. I would just want to get to the part where Living Nora said, how was her hair? Look at her on her head. Do it look like she had a head injury on top of her head, the way her hair shaped? Look at the top of her head now. Right? Y'all looking at it, right? Look at the top of her head. Remember Irene said, boom, Kenneka fell and hit her head on the lap, right? Now look at her head on this footage. Man, why these scammers keep calling me, man? Hold on, y'all. Right here.
Gap. And
Look, damn. Hold on, y'all. See that? Y'all hear that, right? I got on mute now, y'all. You know what I'm talking about? I'm glad I ain't have it on mute that long. But listen closely. We still doing our investigation, right? Listen closely what she said.
I spoke with your sister at about 1:30 the night before on Saturday morning, or no? One of your family members spoke with her at 1:30, right? No, I know she said 11:30 on Friday. Yeah. But Saturday morning, there was a report that somebody spoke with her, at least knew that she was alive at 1:30 on Saturday morning. Is there any confirmation that you know of? Okay. So we're literally looking for what happened from that time until she found Sunday morning. I mean, nobody really. That's a long time. It's a long time. That's a whole day to not to, like, even if a boy did find her, what made that a boy question empty reason?
See that? We know it's an employee. Look what we just seen in the picture I just showed y'all. Blew it up live. Blew it up live for you. See what I'm saying? We got to identify employee. So now we looking at an employee that's suspect that was involved with rape and murder. And this is just going off the paperwork, off the bruises, off the freezer photos. You know what I'm talking about? Now watch this, gang. Listen to how the news slick finna ask her about the white shirt. Remember about the white shirt? We finna get into that when we, you know what I'm talking about. And remember, this is the same camera they talk about the freezer. On the police frequency, we heard they said, go check that camera. Know what I'm talking about? Right above that freezer. That's on the police frequency, right? The fire department, the fire portable. Because the fire portable, you know what I'm saying? You ain't using the police frequency. You're using the fire department frequency. That's why, you know what I'm saying, Mr. Reed was like, well, when the fire department, you know what I'm talking about, come on the scene. Because the recording that Mr. Reed was hearing, that was actually that night that happened. On the night before, when y'all mean, they were taking pictures of the freezer at 8 something, you best believe, and when they had them police freezers was checking them cameras, that's why we ain't got no footage of that camera. Man, wait a minute. What this bitch said? Take out was a pedophile in the hotel, and Irene walked in the hotel, and they was standing in the front desk, and the man gave him money. Uh-oh! Ooh-wee, man. Look, watch this. Man, I told you.
I see video. Whoever entered that room, the thing, before you got in there, yes, you should be able to see, because there's a camera right there before you enter the.
That's why she said it's a camera, and it can show you the freezer, the camera, where the freezer is, where the cooler is, right? It's a camera above the freezer. That camera gonna be aiming at the wooden doors, but it will show you that the person would enter the freezer. It got the sink on there. It would have showed you the whole cover up, that the person that actually did it had to go watch Kenneka thoroughly for the DNA. They had to wash her thoroughly of the body. Had the clothes dirty and the skin still clean.
And it was an emergency lock inside the freezer. So if ain't nobody put in there, if they say she walked in it like they said, I'm pretty sure that co-worker out when she was intoxicated, that must have woke her up. Why did she push the body if wasn't nobody on? I mean, even if she did put herself in, she would have pushed that body in the door. It don't add up because she walked in there.
And check this out. Kenneka worked at McDonald's in an outfit. If she walked in the freezer drunk, she know how to press that big goddamn it glowing button in the door. If I actually look, if I drink a whole case of brews and you put me in the freezer, I know to look for a fucking knob. I know to feel the walls. Look, you don't think you finna wipe, don't you know how you wash the car and you wipe your windows down? And you like, damn, well, I don't want no screech in my window. So let me hit it from the left all the way to the right. You know what I'm talking about? And you gonna feel it. Oh, ooh, I feel the knob. Let me, I could just push the knob and I'm out. You know what I'm talking about? No. That's when the lock mechanism come in there. What the lawyer said. Cause you really don't need to need a lock to lock the freezer. Cause the same hole that you put the lock in, you can put a screwdriver in it and lock the freezer. You can put a nail in it and it can lock the freezer. It will stop the mechanism from the doors from you getting out. That's the only way if you can't get out. If you jam that little hole in that little, y'all know what I'm talking about. Now watch this. How the news media finna bring up the white shirt, y'all. Oh, here it go, y'all. Here it go, y'all. Listen what this lady said. This the news reporter. And remember that lady I just on Lovely Doris? Remember what she said about the white t-shirt. Watch this. What? Y'all hear that? One more time, y'all, about the white t-shirt.
Before they said they weren't privy to it today. With a young lady who said she was her friend with a knife in her hand and a white t-shirt, and she was. Is there anything to be concerned about?
Pie, y'all. Yeah, this the news now. It was a video circulating on Facebook. You know what I'm talking about? Don't y'all remember when people used to be like, man, I seen the video and that junk just mysteriously gone. Like, you know what I'm saying? I remember seeing the video. Look, listen to this. Listen what she said. The news, before she asked Leonardo that question, she said, I want to ask you that cause this need to be involved with the police. Need to be involved with the police, right? Watch this. What? Now watch this, y'all. We heard the question. The news said they want to ask police about that. Now let's go to her.
Like I said at the beginning of this video, you and create such a scene and stand outside that hotel that whole time. Because, see, they told her ass to go file a missing persons report. Who on here, Dominique? What'd you say? She was dead prior to the freeze. Of course, child, we know that. Tina, what you say? You can hear the dead girl say, I'm not drunk. Exactly. But of course, like I say, when there's young people, drugs and alcohol involved, that's always going to be the scenario that they're going to give y'all. So that's another thing y'all need to go talk to y'all children about. Alcohol and drugs and being at parties and shit, and reasons why it's best for you just tell me where you trying to go than to lie to me. Tell me what you say. Okay, which one was the girl that got killed? The one in the white shirt. Tell me, you have to go get filled in. Maggie, what you say 5 minutes in? The one with the white shirt, we got two girls. Listen, it's clear.
What? Payal, did we just hit some game? Uh-oh, this tea got hot. I can't stop moving. Oh, man, I feel like you know, look, listen. Listen, y'all.
Reasons why it's best for you to just tell me where you trying to go than to lie to me. Tell me what you say. Okay, which one was the girl that got killed? The one in the white shirt. Tell me, you have to go get filled in. Maggie, what you say 5 minutes in? The one with the white shirt, we got two girls. Listen.
5 minutes in the video. Y'all just heard that. Look when this video came out. September the 12th, 2017. Kenneka Jenkins. Watch this. Check this out. Lil Nerd said the police, I saw the video, but the police didn't tell me, you know what I'm talking about, everything about the video. But look who on the side. Jamal Green that did the interview with Andrew Holmes. And look what he's saying in the background.
If there's any other way for you to...
That's a lie.
Yeah, they didn't tell us if it was. They didn't.
Y'all see that now? That's why he was able to go wherever Andrew Holmes at and get an interview on Facebook. That's why it was a big deal on Facebook. That's why Andrew Holmes was like, if you got even solid proof, you need to take that to law enforcement. That means take your receipt and take it back to the crooked police officer. Man, my stomach turned. Hold on. Oh, it finna be 500 folk in here, and that's all. Kenneka Jenkins, true reveal. Spilling tea, no facts, can't debunk. I went on another YouTuber channel, shared the video, and still spilling facts. Cause I told y'all, paperwork, receipts, all that's matter to the case. Look how much info we getting out the same shit with more light in it.
If there's any other way for you to use this, I'll text you my number. You can reach out to us. Your mom has my number too, and so yeah. But if you need anything else, I'm so sorry. This isn't something you should be grieving now. You should be trying to solve a crime here. Yeah, but sometimes we got to do what we got. Yeah.
I get yes, that's my little sister. I'm not gonna stop until I get
Can I ask you a question?
Last question.
What is it that you want to tell the whole world to stop saying about your sister, negative, anything on Facebook, all these lies until the truth come out? What is you want, the message that you want
I
to
want to tell them to please stop making it seem
Watch this. This why he asked her this question. What you want to tell social media about your sister? Think about the trolls that had this kind of content about the Martin family.
like my sister was here because what she had on, because what you wear don't identify your character. You can't judge a book by its cover. So I don't care what this hotel known for, because I got a lot of rumors that the hotel known for selling. You know what? One thing, and I'm not just saying this because she my sister. You guys see anybody out here that know her? Kenneka had 2 boyfriends out of her life that I know about. Tampons hurting my sister. So I know she wasn't here selling nothing. I know she wasn't here. They need to stop saying that she was drunk, because now it's a bunch of other videos that's at 240, that's at 230. It's a lot of more videos coming out, and
230 and 240. And these live videos. Right, y'all? Check this out. Think about what Lil Nora just said. As a detective, we went in the freezer, right? I can't complete my investigation without seeing the footage. She talking about a video where she seen on the live video that's on Facebook. Not the footage, because the footage wasn't released yet. So think about the front desk at this point when she said it's videos at 230 and 240 something, right? Watch this. And remember, we see the witness when Kenneka got off on the elevator, right? And the witness got off on the elevator, right? That took Mr. Reese to the 11th floor, right? So think about the front desk video when Lil Nora say this.
so I don't care what this hotel known for, because I got a lot of rumors that the hotel known for selling. You know what? One thing, and I'm not just saying this because she my sister. You guys see anybody out here that know her? Kenneka had 2 boyfriends out of her life that I know about. Tampons hurting my sister. So I know she wasn't here selling nothing. I know she wasn't here. They need to stop saying that she was drunk, because now it's a bunch of other videos that's at
Look, listen what she say at Tucson.
You know what? One thing, and I'm not just saying this because she my sister. You guys, anybody out here that know her? Kenneka had 2 boyfriends out of her life that I know about. Tampons hurting my sister. So I know she want you selling nothing. I know she want you. They need to stop saying that she was drunk. Because now it's a bunch of other videos that's at 2:40, that's at 2:30. There's a lot of more videos coming out, and I have the video. See, she was fine. She was sitting there. She walked like this or none of that. So if y'all say she got lost at 2, somehow she in a video. So she just sitting there. She talking. Because when the manager knocked on the door, whoever it was, Kenneka was one of the persons that went to the door and say,
Oh! You see that, y'all? We talking about 2 something. Think about the court paper when they said she was last seen by her friends and you got the manager at the door. Don't call the cops. Uh-oh. Okay. Since it's 470 people in here, I'ma make it light. I need 300 likes right now before I get started. Cause this serious for me. Look. Remember my live when I said and broke it down about the rigor mortis stages, the time of death. She mentioned the timeline. She seen the video. Then I say, as a detective, start from the freezer. Look at the bruiser. Look at the time on the watch. Right? Boom. You find out the stages of death, right? A detective don't got to find out the stages of death. He already know it. So he know how the body behave. You see what I'm saying? Oh, that's what I'm talking about. So, what I'm basically saying, in my last live, when we went to school about legal organs, you know what I'm talking about, the colors, preparation, all this. Man, when I get through with y'all all gonna be detectives in a minute. So thumb me up if we on the right track, y'all. Listen what she said about 2 something.
video. So she just sitting there. She talking. Because when the manager knocked on the door, whoever it was, Kenneka was one of the persons that went to the door and they say that was the manager. You see this in the video. So she was drunk and she had to come up missing around 3 something, not 2 something. It ain't adding up because we got like 5 more videos.
Now look, at this point, when she was watching the video, she didn't put it together like my sister was the one that answered the door, so she was still cool because the manager was there. So I know nothing didn't happen because the manager was there. Because that's how we gonna look at it. The manager right here, so I know nothing didn't happen then. See what I'm saying? I know nothing ain't gonna happen then because the manager right there, she the one answered the door. They showed me the video, but they showed you that at 2:30 something. And when you go back to the court papers, what they said, Kenneka was last seen by the elevators on the camera that fully cooperated with her friends. Why they didn't show that? Because Franz K made a statement that said he was on the floors and got off on the elevator around that same time. And then around the same time in TY Line that started at 2:36, the manager come to the door. And that's when Kenneka walked to the door and she answered the door. We see her walk back there. And that's when TY Live all edited and chopped up. Cause now the camera flipped to him walking over there and say, yeah, man, what y'all got going on? And then flip the camera. Now he at the back door filming the females in the bathroom. See that? So, as a real detective, you don't think watch this, y'all. See that? Look. Let's hear it again.
She was fine. She was sitting there. She wasn't like this or none of that. So if y'all thought she got lost that tooth, somehow she in a video. So she just sitting there. She talking. Because when the manager knocked on the door, whoever it was, Kenneka was one of the persons that went to the door and they say that was the manager. You see this in the video. So she was drunk and she had to come up missing around 3-something, not 2-something. It ain't adding up because we got like 5 more videos. So what they saying?
5 more videos. The reason why she said she got 5 more videos, right? How many video Rosemont released? 2. Irene Live and TY Live. Where the other 3 videos at? Including the Snapchat. See what I'm saying, y'all? Y'all see what I'm saying now? Rosemont released Irene Live, enhanced the audio on Irene Live, but then enhanced the audio in TY Live. Watch this shit.
If they willing to show it to me, yes. Are you okay with me giving him your number? Yes.
Where is the freezer? Where's the freezer located? In the basement, right?
Okay, to get to the freezer.
All right, let's get to the freezer. We know what route the police took Leonora to identify the body, right? And I got y'all the layout. You know what I'm talking about? Now I'm on my phone. I can't put the map at the same time while Leonora talking, and I could draw the arrows out. But she talking about the West Meeting Hall, right? We know when the police escorted them to show the route, right? Watch this.
You have to walk straight. You got to pass the front desk. And then
You got to pass the front desk. So when you go back to the call, Shamaya cousin went casualty when he said they got on video past the front desk, right? See that? Look what the police did. And then Andrew Holmes said the same thing. Yeah, I can see she was in the lobby. You know what I'm talking about, y'all? Watch this.
if they willing to show it to me, yes. Are you okay with me giving
Y'all see that? So what really route they took Miss Teresa and Leonora to? And she describing the route. She said they started from the elevators, walked by the front desk, down to the West Meeting Hall. So if that's Kenneka route, if the police gave in the beginning, she got off on the elevator, walked by the front desk, went around this corner, and walked down this long hallway. So that means that when we seen Kenneka, walk down, they said she walked by the front desk, right? Watch this, y'all. If she walked by the front desk and walked down that West Meeting Hall and showing her the route, that's why she said, well, how would she walk down this long hallway, right? So let's go back to the lower level, West Hall. West Hall. Right? Right here. If you look at the layout of the hotel from the lobby perspective, just say she passed the front desk and walked down this hallway to the kitchen. And that would explain why she was walking straight, fine and dandy, to the freezer at 2-something. This the same layout on the lobby level. Cassidy called, said, the freezer not in the basement. The freezer's in the kitchen by the main lobby, some type shit. What? Is that making sense, y'all? Hold on. So when you think about edited footage, I showed y'all the edited footage when she walked in the freezer. They had to edit it. They had to come up with a route. So maybe Kenneka did walk through the lobby and through the West Meeting Hall. So they took that scene that's right here by the two white doors, what Leonora just said, and took this camera footage, right, and pasted it to the lower level and made it look like she on Pio Jack. I'm through spilling tea. Cause the way I'm looking at it, the thumbs ain't looking right for this hot tea. You know what I'm saying? Oh, look, I told y'all, I said, man, look, wouldn't it make sense? Look, check this out, y'all. Peep the game. If Andrew Holmes said, I seen on video, walking toward the front desk, right at 3:20. That's what his story was. Cassidy called, said, yeah, they got on camera walking past the front desk. But he said he ain't never said the time. So Cassidy said when she walked back the front desk, she had to walk down this hallway to get in the freezer. That's where the freezer is, on the main lobby. Andrew Holmes said the same route is to the freezer. Cause he said he went down there as they said, with the motion cameras up, giving us the impression that the freezer is on the lower level. See what I'm saying, y'all? Y'all catching on, right? Now watch this. Let's go to Andrew Holmes' story. We gotta go to Andrew Holmes.
How you doing? I'm Andrew Holmes, and I'm joined by other strong community activists that's in the city of Chicago that is concerned about what went on here at this establishment right here. First and foremost, I did view the video, and some parts of the video that I won't get into to hamper this investigation, but the important part is that we all was wondering and wanted to know, did anybody pull her down?
Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 minute. I gotta mute my microphone. All right, y'all heard that? This the reason why Andrew had look. This the reason why Andrew Holmes had to say he seen the footage, right? He had to take a payout to come up with the same narrative the police wanted. Jedediah on the side, right? Now watch this, what he finna explain about the route.
Did anybody force her down there? Was anybody on the other side in the room with her when she got down there? And the answer to that is no.
Remember, he's saying he seen the footage and he know the layout, and the freezer is on the lower level, right? In our mind, at that time when he made this, we all thought it was on the lower level, the freezer. We thought it was on the lower level. Till when they released the footage and the camera showed this the upper kitchen. Now watch this.
Walked into that unsecured area that should have been secured with locks on there where she couldn't get in there. Now, I've been inside the freezer down there and I'm fun looking at that freezer.
He been in the freezer down there. This will let you know he lied. You got proof of the lie. You got proof. You can use his own words against him. The freezer is where, Andrew Holmes?
To that unsecured area that should have been secured with locks on there where she couldn't get in there. Now, I've been inside the freezer down there and I'm fun looking at that freezer. You can open up that door, take a half step up, turn to your left, pull the other door. This door would be closing anyway. The other door, probably when she got in there, that door closed on it too.
And keep this in mind, he's saying when she walked by the front desk, she walked down the hallway, and that's how she ended up with the freezer. It wasn't nobody in the freezer in the main lobby. Y'all get what I'm saying? Y'all get what I'm saying, right? So take that lower level picture of her walking, you know what I'm saying, lower level picture. You know what I'm talking about? Just imagine that's upstairs, heading to the same kitchen, because it's the same direction, right?
Dark in there. Now, there is a knob that you can push to get out of there, but, you know, that investigation has to go on with the Rosemont Police Department to wait on the toxic what's going on with that. But as far as someone pulling her down there or leaving her down there, no.
That's why he made it mention. He mentioned that it wasn't nobody down there with her. That I just showed you a screenshot on the news media outlet and caught the same suspect. The same suspect. Wake up! You got a red shirt in the kitchen. You got front desk panicking at 2:30. He left the front desk at 2:30. Watch this.
Well, that has to come from the toxicology to tell you what.
That's why he relied on the toxicology, meaning the autopsy. They finna falsify it and tell the public it was an accident. That's why he said she was simply trying to find her way back upstairs. Police cooperation with the feds, Agent Andrew Holmes. See that, y'all? Look.
In her system, but she appears to be impaired, but at the same time, it has to come from the toxicology report. But it still doesn't take away from that. That area should have been secured now. From me looking at the video, she was trying to find her way back upstairs to the lobby, and she was checking the doors.
That's why he said she was trying to find her way back up the stairs, because in reality, she was already upstairs. Upstairs. Walked in the...
And she was checking other doors, just trying to find her way back upstairs. So, in saying that, she was walking forward where all of the video cameras caught her every movement, and I watched her as she went through the other door, and at the same time, she went through an unsecured area, which is not her fault, because if someone was staying in there with their children, and that area is not secured, you catch a child can go in there and open up them same doors, and this can happen to them. But when the toxicology report comes out, you know, it sends it back to another level of what was in her system, and she's not a person that drops fentanyl or these pills that they are taking.
See that? He admitted. She ain't... He already know she one drug with a party drug. Like, she ain't had no signs of cocaine, heroin, ecstasy pills, 4-bar, Xanax, Lauren tabs. They couldn't provide that, right? Because they know Kenneka did indulge in drugs. Listen to what Irene said when Zach interviewed her. When the last time you seen Kenneka drink? On her birthday. Meaning that Kenneka didn't drink every day and party every day and weekend like if you party with your friend. You see what I'm saying? So Andrew Holmes knew that the toxicology report gonna bag up everything I said to prove that it was an accident. You know what I'm talking about? So when the lady on the live that I showed y'all in the beginning of the video, they gonna use that drunk, that's your daughter, they gonna look at it that these kids was drunk and doing drugs, and you know what I'm saying, and make it look like that your daughter was asking for this. Y'all see what I'm saying? This the same tactic that Andrew Holmes using towards the media. Right now, that's why he explained that toxicology report. You know what I'm talking about? What?
That's not her character, but at the same time...
He said that's not her character.
But when the toxicology report comes out, you know, it sends it back to another level of what was in her system, and she's not a person that drops fentanyl or these pills that they are taking, and that's not her character, but at the same time, if something was put in her cup, then it goes back to who was in this room and who may have dropped something in her cup. So
that's why he said the folks go back to the room because they knew what happened. Now that's finna cover up for the staff members.
that remains with the Rosemont Police Department detectives that are working this case. But from my view, no one else was back there down in that unsecured area.
And the family.
So actually, watch how we're going to give me an approximate amount of time of people being watched and making it pretty clear there was no one else with her, right? Well, I watched the video from the time she was in the lobby to the time that she got off the elevator. There was
The time when she came in the lobby and look at Jedediah body language when they mentioned the timeline. When they mentioned the timeline, listen to the answer and look at Jedediah body language at the same time.
but from my view, no one else was back there down in that unsecured area.
And the family.
So actually, watch how we're going to give me an approximate amount of time of people being watched and making it pretty clear there was no one else with her, right? Well, I watched the video from the time she was in the lobby to the time that she got off the elevator. There was no one.
Whoa!
Camera inside that.
Oh, God damn it, Jack. Oh! Y'all know how a nigga be like, God damn, man, you done fucked up. You know what I'm talking about? And notice the same outfit that he got on, right? Guess what he did? He bought a purple flag, put it around his neck, and went to the protest and told Mr. Reese, said, I want to apologize that I didn't know Andrew Holmes watched the footage. It was new to me. You know what I'm talking about? When he mentioned the time, so now when y'all understand when I said read the paperwork, watch the footage, you know what I'm saying? And keep all the posters in mind when they made on Facebook. Go in the freezer. You got the autopsy report in your head. Look at the bruises. Boom. You know what I'm talking about? Then go back, because the main key is, if you got a time of death, watch this. If you got a time of death and you know what you seen on footage to cause the time of death, now you know why he come out with the content. It wasn't nobody down there with her. She walked by the front desk. So if she walked by the front desk, she walked down the West Meeting Hall. So Andrew Holmes knew they edited the footage and cropped that scene out and made the lower level look like she walked to the kitchen that way, and that's where the freezer was. See what I'm saying, y'all? See the lies? That's why he kept saying the freezer was down there. And you admit you walked in the freezer. So how can you get that confused if the freezer was downstairs? In reality, it was upstairs. And look at Jedediah.
And it's the remote, so every time a person moves, we're moving in there. So where the freezer's at, there's a wall. So there's no way out that way. The only way out is she has to come out the way that she was coming in. So that would justify where that may happen.
Look at Jedediah body language while he answering the questions.
Check those cameras at a time with a technician to make sure no one alters anything. Just as Bill Jackson here and over here, Jamal, we all are on the same, not Jamal, but Jedediah, we all are on the same page in trying to secure.
See that? Jedediah and Jamal Green. Jamal Green got the interview with Andrew Holmes and gave us the theory that it was going on with the accident. He went live It was like, Andrew Holmes, you full of shit. Rogers, you full of shit. You took a payout, you know what I'm saying, Jamal Green, $20,000. And he got the spilling on Aaron Rodgers because they donated a goddamn community center to Aaron Rodgers, which that's Miss Teresa Lawyer. And Miss Teresa Lawyer, the first one, Aaron Rodgers, was going with Crown Plaza narrative. That's why he ain't in the case no more. And she had to get Jerry Feiger that said, I'm going to take the case. And when he took the case, Miss Teresa said she got new evidence. He pulling up the screen, goddamn the wood double doors, and showing you the lock mechanism, how they was zip tied. When the uncle took pictures of the, come on, y'all.
And make sure that this doesn't happen, that the videos are not altered, and that the family get justice, and at the same time that the Facebook infight stop, because
They go with the Facebook again because of the video. When the news media asked Lil Renora about, did you see that video that's about the girl talking about she was Kenneka friend with the white t-shirt on? You know what I'm talking about? With the white t-shirt on. That's why, look.
if you're accusing this person of doing something, you're accusing that person of doing something, then what you need to do, if you got solid evidence that they did something that's a foul play to this baby, you need to talk to the detectives and give that information to them. Just don't put it out there on Facebook, because if you put it out there, then be prepared to answer what you put out there.
And when he made that threat, look what happened to Zach TV. Look what happened to Zach TV, y'all. Now you see the same. Now think about it when Zach did the interview with Peas and Killer, and y'all read the body language in that then, right? Ooh, we see Killer trying to nudge Peas and all this. Look at the same body language that's going on right now.
Put something out there. Just put the facts and the truth. Because we work hard, he work hard to try to calm the situation down, and that's just about it for some justice.
Andrew, have the family, has anybody from the family seen the surveillance video?
The mother, she will make arrangements to see this footage. I have talked to her about some of this footage, but she is aware that I've seen the footage, but at the same time, she got 1,000 things going on for her because that's her baby. And everybody is calling, everybody is talking, but she only wants to know one thing. What happened to her child? And if something led up to her child being impaired or something's put in her cup, then she wants to know that too. I mean, she's hurt. That's her baby. And that's all she wants to know. So she's waiting on some answers, and she will be looking at the video.
Did you talk to her, though, in the video before the camera?
Because I'm a community activist, I'm also a private investigator. And I also work with all police agencies, just as well as these gentlemen here, too.
What? He just put Jedediah on blast and the people that's behind him in the press conference. Who you work for?
Because I'm a community activist, I'm also a private investigator. I also work with all police agencies, just as well as these gentlemen here, too. And the same reason they're out here is one of the demand action to make sure that the video is put out. The video.
He just told you they work with the police. Google freedom fighters in Chicago. Google the freedom fighters in Chicago. Don't y'all know when I Google the freedom fighters in Chicago, I thought I was going to get me some Kenneka Jenkins content. Guess what kind of content I got? The Martin Luther King history. You know what I'm like, oh, damn. I'm trying to, So I had to do investigation on Martin Luther King. And combat the Reverend Jesse Jackson was with Jeff Ford with the Vice Lords. I said, oh shit, I'm getting so deep. Oh Lord, please, give me a bulletproof vest, please, and a 30-round drum. Cause I can know how to make all these shots accurate when I speak. You know what I'm talking about? See what I'm saying, y'all?
Shown not only to the family, but also to the public, and everybody can just let the chips fall where they lay if anything wrong happens. So, you know, just as you see the gentleman, my buddy right here, has demanded the Laquan McDonough video, in which he was successful. Same thing, same face. Just want justice served, and the mother, it ain't gonna go nowhere. She's gonna be hurt the rest of her life. But at the same time, she just want to know what happened.
And a technical issue can repeat. The mother was aware that you had looking at the video. Can you explain that again?
Yeah, I called the mother and let her know that I have seen this video. I gave her bits and pieces about it, and she's going to be looking at the video too at the same time. The main thing is to make sure that that family, that mother, see the last steps of her daughter.
The edit video of the narrative, they finna, you know what I'm talking about, show me Teresa. You see what I'm saying? That's why he tried to make it look like that's the main thing, just to let the mother see the last steps of her daughter. On the edit video that I just proved to y'all what the news media tried to come out with the same narrative with the police help. Yeah. Man, I tell y'all what, y'all. I've been live. Hold on. Before I end my live, I'ma go back to this lady video.
5 minutes in, the one with the white said we got two girls. Listen, it's clear what was going on. Like I said at the beginning of this video, you could tell the girl who got the little bar with the glasses on, she got a leadership type personality. So you could tell she running shit and calling shots, right along with the one with the little ponytail that ain't comb my hair. Her too. You could tell they put that little shit together along with them niggas, and this is some shit that they're used to doing. And see, what everybody missing is the girl with the glasses wasn't even no friend of the dead girl. She was a friend of the girl with the little flappy messed up hair. So them two hoes ain't no telling what kind of stuff they get themselves in. But one thing is clear, the girl who dead was that was her first rodeo. That was some shit that was new to her. Because in the video you can hear a bitch trying to coach her through fucking or whatever's going on. Shantae, what you say? I just talked to my 17-year-old about this. Listen, stuff like this should be an eye-opener for y'all to wake up and talk to y'all children, especially young girls. I got 3 girls, and I teach my kids constantly about getting yourself into situations and what happens once you in them, and strangers, and just being involved with people that you don't know, because it's a difference of me and you being best friends, and then me supposed to feel comfortable with the rest of your motherfucking friends or your affiliates. See, I teach my children to know who they know and trust who they know, not trust somebody else that somebody else know.
That's why Andrew Holmes said the focus go back to the room. We need to find out what's in the toxicology report, and the focus go back to the room, right? And listen to everything what this lady's saying about the room.
It's because you trust them. April, what you say? Listen with y'all eyes closed, y'all. Isha, what you say? Lisa, what you say? I feel like I'm watching the episode of 48 Hours. It'll come out, like, I don't got no doubt it eventually. Anytime a crime occur with multiple motherfuckers, whether it's young people or older people, somebody end up talking. The shit will come out. I'm just telling y'all, when shit like this happens, you have to use your common sense. It ain't no giant conspiracy with the hotel. Them hotel people was not finna go fucking with their consumers who spending money and guests in no room for no little black girl. It just was not gonna happen. Especially when there was no police report filed or no missing person report. They just wrote it off as a drunk teen that just got missing, and the mama can't find them because they feel like young black teens hard-headed anyways. Tia, what you say? it was a Snapchat convo where the dude straight told that he would give her $200 just to rape her. Listen, like I told y'all, the little girl with the little flappy ponytail and the one that got the bob, this wasn't their first rodeo. It will come out. Them hoes definitely had something to do with it. And the reason why I say hoes is because they get to a certain point. I don't care how young you are. It's certain shit you do that put you in a category. And once you get in that motherfucking category and that's your character, it really don't matter what nobody say. Lisa, what you say? You all real life love. You already know it. Keisha, what you say? Just because you got pictures together don't mean they were free. See, this my whole point is, this is my point to y'all. You guys have to start teaching y'all children that you can trust who you want to trust as far as who you know, but that don't mean you got to trust everybody else that they trust, or be friends with everybody else that they be friends with, or get involved in the things that they get involved with. And see, the problem in our society nowadays is people will guilt trip you if you don't trust what they say or go along with what they do. So as soon as I don't agree with you about something, oh, we ain't real friends. Or as soon as I don't want to go to what you want to go to or hang out what you want to hang out with, we ain't real friends. You have to teach your children nowadays. And when I say children, really, I be speaking to anybody under 25. Because anybody under 25 still have a lot to learn from people that's older than them as far as shit like this. Psychology be a motherfucker. Personality traits and shit like that, and people who are leaders that can lead your ass into bad shit as well, that shit be a motherfucker. It's some older people that's following some fucking evil ass leaders and people who can use their strong personalities to steer you in the wrong fucking direction. Ebony, what you say? Yes, them hoes ain't new to this. Of course. Siobhan, what you say, you pointed out a lot of things that people missed. Of course. Because, see, when I watched the video, I wasn't watching to try to see what was going on. I'm looking at the personalities in the video, and you could tell. Like me, for example, I have a strong personality. It don't matter where I go or who I'm around. You gonna tell, like, oh, she'll tell a bitch what to do. Or, oh, she'll run the shit type. I can tell that shit in that girl Irene. The girl also, the one with the little messed up hair, you can tell she got a little bit of leadership in her, a little bit above the other people that was in the room. Their presence was known. Regardless of who live, you could tell them hoes got something in their personality to where they ain't just in there like just as followers. Oh, we just like the other girls just at a hotel party. No ho. You hoes know what the fuck going on. Nova, what you say? They did put something in her drink. Listen, you can hear them coaching her into drinking. The one little dark-skinned black girl that had the ponytail that put the camera on her for a few seconds with her cup, she's sipping the cup like this her first time ever drinking. See, this is the thing. When you first start drinking, alcohol is nasty. So you can watch and tell these kids ain't really hardcore partiers like that. You could tell who is, though. For sure, what you say, I couldn't watch it. I knew it was evil going on. The thing about it is, when stuff like this go on, I use it as a learning experience to help teach my children, because this is the shit that's going on in the world. I'm going to just tell y'all one more time. It's young girls getting the train ran on them every day. It's young people following behind the wrong people all the time. It's people in that hotel room who gonna get caught up in this shit just for being there and didn't really even do nothing. They may not have spoke up, but they ain't have no ill intentions and just went there for a party. I can guarantee it's one or two girls in there that really didn't know the extent of what the fuck was supposed to happen, what was planned, and what was gonna go on. And so you have to teach your children stuff like that. This is why you don't just go anywhere and everywhere. And see, some of us is teaching our children that type of behavior through our actions. We always got to be out and on every scene and doing what the next bitch do. As soon as we see somebody on Facebook doing something, we got to be somewhere at that party and doing that same shit. We ain't doing nothing but through our actions teaching our kids to have that same fucking behavior. But John, what you say, go on YouTube if you can't find it on Facebook. Christina, what you say, one girl didn't want her face shown. It's a party. Why not? See, this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. It's certain stuff like that you have to pay attention to. Because see, when you just young and you at a party and it ain't no ill intentions or no mannish shit going on, you'll be showing everything that's going on. And nobody don't have a problem being... Listen, I'm going to tell y'all this. Anybody, like I said earlier, under the age of 27, usually don't have no problem getting their face on camera or being in a bitch live, turning up, unless they got some type of illegal activities going on. So unless you a motherfucking dope boy or some shit like that, other than that, bitches be in the camera. They showing what's going on all the way around the room, all that stuff. It's a hotel party. Kids that's actually having hotel parties or young adults that's having hotel parties or parties wherever, bitch going around the whole room showing everything that's going on. Everybody want people to see their outfits. They want everybody to see how they dancing, girls are twerking. This is just a normal setting for a club or a party. bitches just sitting here with the camera on their face like they're doing a Love Dorsey video. Because the shit going on in the room they don't want you to see. Summer, what you say? Just join it. What you think happened? Listen, this live gonna be on my page. Y'all gonna have to go back and rewatch it. Freddie, what you say is sickening. She went for rope after getting that text. Listen. Like I told y'all, it'll all come out in due time exactly what happened. But like I just shared with y'all, it's certain shit you have to pay attention to. And this definitely should be a learning experience to all parents. Even for those of y'all with young sons and stuff like that. They go out here and get caught up in this street life and be around niggas and shit like that. And you in a group of dudes, and if they feel like, oh, we finna run a train on this girl, dog. If you don't teach your sons right from wrong and when to know that shit ain't worth it, because every piece of pussy ain't worth it. A lot of times, even when girls throwing themselves at you, you have to analyze the situation and realize, okay, she acting like she want to fuck, but if I fuck, could it get me into a situation where it fuck up my whole life? Especially for young black men. I got relatives that's doing a long time from being in situations like that where it's a girl on done drunk too much or whatever it may be, and halfway through the shit she tell a bitch to stop and y'all didn't stop, or you fucked before she said stop, but these niggas told on you. All kind of shit can go on. It's a learning experience. Use this shit to learn from the experience. And I'm telling y'all, anytime a crime or something go down or shit like this happen at a place like a big business like that hotel and shit like that, them people is not finna stop they money flow, they checks, they revenue behind somebody coming there saying, I can't find my child. Unless you got solid proof of some blood somewhere, them people ain't studying that shit. They trying to keep their guests comfortable so their money can keep coming in. And those are just facts. You already know in this country right now, black lives really ain't too valuable. So let alone a drunk young black girl at a party that she did not tell her mama she was going to. Just put the shit together. And you already know for years and decades, they've been talking about organ stealing and all kind of shit. So a black person dead in the freezer already don't sound right. Akosa, what you say?
You see that? Come on, y'all. Make it make sense. You know what I'm talking about? Everything what this lady just said, look at the surroundings of the freezer. Look at the paperwork. Look at Andrew Holmes. Look how the whole investigation went. And now we doing the same thing. Went back over it, right? And now look how it all makes sense. So everything what this lady saying, she like, y'all turned up at the party. You got people coaching y'all. You know what I'm saying? And next thing you know, your friends came up missing. And think about the route when she came up missing. It got to been on the staff at that point because they were mingling with the kids at the party. And they all admitted that security came up multiple times to the room. Why they was smoking bud, why they was drinking, and why it was underage kids at the party. Because remember, these is teenagers that ain't even 18 yet. And you got grown people at the party. Like King Rob, Straight Drop, and Chosen King. So who else can coach these teenagers? Payow, Jack! And that was the big three that went hard in the Kenneka Jenkins case with theories. Now do it make sense? Now do it make sense? These grown men got YouTube channels about teenagers. Remember King Rock? Oh yeah, I talked to Melody. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Melody, you can tell me what's going on at the party, but this is a kids party now. This is a teenage party. The whole time, this is kids party.
Still not sure why they did the live video if they wasn't trying to get caught. It's not about, this is the thing. When it comes to shit like that, when bitches is trying to show, because this is, y'all got to go back and don't go back or don't go back. For some of y'all, I know some of y'all saying it bother y'all hard and y'all really don't get consumed in the shit. But I will just say this. Like I said earlier, the girl Irene and the girl Monifa, whatever her name is, the one who ain't combed my fucking hair with the little ponytail. This is something that's not new to them. And if you look on their pages, them making their little money, they use that as an influence to keep groups of girls around them. So you can tell doing that little live video was just showing the turn up and trying to show like y'all need to get down with what we got going on.
And she made this September the 12th, and look at the content Monifa dropping on Instagram. The same energy. Same fucking energy. Man, how many people in here? Come on, y'all. Let's make it make sense.
It ain't really that hard to understand. Delano, what you say? Is she supposed to be more believable because she moving her hand? You talk about me, Delano, I don't know what you talking about. Summer, what you think? I think they set her up out of jealousy. Listen, it will come out in due time. And yes, I feel like jealousy got something to do with it. Money play a little bit of role in it as well, too. All of that shit. And horny ass niggas, too. Roy, what you say? The live was it wasn't even, this is the thing, it wasn't even necessarily about a cover-up.
And check this out. Before she went live with this one, look what Kilo Brown said. She went live on the 10th. Them thirsty ass niggas were trying to move around, you know what I'm talking about? Remember, look, all that shit Kilo Brown said, she said this 2 days before she did. And then look at the video that you were seeing in them times that have been deleted. Thanks to Rosemont, when they got these people following social media, they said delete the Snapchat, delete all the Facebook video that people nowadays saying, man, I remember that video. I seen the video, it's gone, I can't find it again. You know what I'm saying? So if this was on the 12th when she was making this video, right? And Kilo Brown just came with a video 2 days before that. Now you understand Andrew Holmes came out with the video and said, I seen the footage, but nobody that I know with her. Because Andrew Holmes will respond to these videos. You see what I'm saying? That's why he can't say folks go back to the room. Look what she just said.
It's just my whole thing is, I feel like they rely to try to show people like, you know, we chilling, we cool, this is just what's going on. I don't think they expected for everybody to read into and pick up on it. I don't think they necessarily went live as a cover-up, but I feel like there definitely was a plan and preparation for what the fuck they had going on. Adrian, what you say? I have 5 granddaughters, 14 down to 7. They mom ain't shit, so I'm left to teach them. You definitely got to use shit like this as a learning experience. You definitely do. I think she did the beginning of it. So y'all gotta understand, these is young people. And one thing about young people is they're not too bright yet. When it comes to young people that's into activities and shit like this. So really, if a bitch wanted an alibi, they shouldn't have even been on a live video at all. They shouldn't even.
Y'all remember she just said alibi. We just went to school about the crime had been committed and about the phone situation. You would track the body movement and all this. And I said, Monifa didn't even have no alibi. And she didn't even have her phone on her while Kenneka was up missing. So that means she didn't even have her fucking phone that could track her goddamn movements. See what I'm saying? She ain't even have her phone to track her movements. Cause maybe her location was ping in the same location as Kenneka. Now this some CSI for your ass. You know what I'm talking about? Man, look, y'all. I tell y'all what. Y'all go like it, you know what I'm saying? Like, share, and subscribe that video. And send the message out. Cause Monifa, Irene, you know what I'm saying? And all the other YouTubers came with the same content. Need to hear this. Need to hear it. Need to hear this. Man, look, I appreciate the love and the support. I appreciate everybody share this live. It's factual and it's the truth. It goes along with our autopsy investigation. Yeah. Appreciate the cash out gang too, y'all. Appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? I give me a 12 pack now. You know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna give me a 12 pack, y'all. And I'll be back later on. If y'all want me to come back later on to pick up where we left off at. It's up to y'all. Share the live, gang. And I'll be back.